next keynote, we have Mr. Khaled Assaf, Commercial Director, Marjan, Ras Al Khaimah, Marjan Island, to tell us about the unmatched potential in Ras Al Khaimah. Mr. Assaf plays a pivotal role in steering the commercial department towards achieving strategic objectives. With over 20 years of experience in the commercial real estate sector in the UAE, Mr. Assaf has honed his expertise in sales and marketing, ensuring the company remains competitive and innovative in the dynamic Ras Al Khaimah market. Please put your hands together for Mr. Assaf.
Everyone. Proud to be here. Very nice city, very nice island. I really enjoy being here in front of you today. I'm bringing something different today, which is one of the major growing cities today as a leading destination on the hospitality, which is Ras Al Khaimah. I will take you quickly to what we have been achieving in the island. So Ras Al Khaimah, first of all, is the fourth largest emirate in UAE. It's actually 1,600 square kilometers. Most of it, if you don't know about it, it's most of it mountains. And it has the desert, and it has as well pristine beaches. UAE is very well known for having the political and economical stability. It has a favorable business and very easy to make business over there, as well as the geographic advantage being in the heart of the world in the Middle East, as well as the modern infrastructure that we have been building for the last decades. About Ras Al Khaimah, and one of the main things is the diversity. Originally, Ras Al Khaimah is known as the industrial area, and we have been for the last 10, 15 years changing and diversifying the business to be accommodating more than just industrial. And as well, the low operating cost contributed a lot with the lower tax. We have a very interesting zero personal tax, as well as the strategic location being closer to Dubai with the airlift of Emirates Airlines of a 1-hour drive from Dubai, and as well as the lifestyle that we are promoting. Very interesting as well to talk about the government debt being only 8%, putting Ras Al Khaimah as a very strong and resilient market with only 400,000 of population that is looking to grow in the next few years, as well as the GDP of $12 billion so far. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we have been achieving in the last few years, and today 27% of the main contributor in the activities goes towards the manufacturing, while the second is the wholesale, which is by default. Then everything else does not cross the 10%. That is how we have created a strong and diversified market today in Ras Al Khaimah. With the comparison to the other cities and countries in the similar GDP, we stand strong at an A rated, and we are A positive as well with S&P. I always like to start with this one, and this slide is why to be in Ras Al Khaimah. And I always go with 3 repatriation of capital and profits. Let's start the meeting. It's always good to know that when you invest anywhere, it's easy to transfer your profits and revenues, as well as a personal tax with 100% foreign ownership. That makes Ras Al Khaimah as one of the most attractive today markets to invest in, and the long-term residency by investment with the 100% availability of the utilities. It's a good and attractive market. But what is the difference as well between Ras Al Khaimah and the other areas in the same region? We have a lower development costs because we are industrial, we have the mountains, we have all the materials and the raw materials. So logistic-wise, we have the lower development cost, as well as the growing tourism is also an attraction, which I'm going to talk about it shortly, and the attractive returns in the hospitality as well as the residential markets. So today, as an IRR, the amounts and the revenues are really interesting and attractive for any diversity, for any of the hospitality or the residential developers. And here is today Ras Al Khaimah with what we have in terms of existing. We are on a 1.5 million visitors today, on only 7,000 to 8,000 keys today. And that is a very small number compared to any other destination. That shows how it is expected to grow in the next few years. And what we need to address in the next 3-4 years is we need to double this number. Why is all of this? I will talk about the visitors' arrivals that has been growing. We are today having a very interesting breakdown of 50% is domestic. So it's a good figure. The average length of stay is declining. However, we have the revenue per available room is rising, and as well the total revenue is rising, while the ADRs hold strong, and the occupancy rate as well is still very good in terms of comparing to the other cities. That is a comparison between the area, I would say, around. So Dubai still hold the highest ADRs, while Ras Al Khaimah and Abu Dhabi are always in the competition. Sometimes we are even more expensive in the high season than even Abu Dhabi. That is one of the studies that we decided to do to understand where do we stand with the current global attractions and the cities all over the world, which has this similar destination criteria, beach, attractions, hospitality. And we actually, in the GOPs, we have been striking a very good amount of revenues or percentage in terms of GOP compared to the 5 stars and 4 stars and 3 stars, we're still on the top. This is where we are. We are in the vicinity of 6 hours to 8 hours to the 97% of the globe. And we have attractions being, as I told you, towards Emirates Airlines being close to 1 hour. And we always call ourselves, we're closer to Dubai than from Dubai to Dubai itself. These are the 4 international airports that we are accessible to. We have our international airport, which is 15 minutes away. And we have as well Dubai Airport and the new airport for Dubai, as well as Abu Dhabi and Sharjah, which the longest is from Abu Dhabi, around 2 hours, 30 minutes. The main identity, very important to know that as the culture and the mountains, we have the highest point in Dubai, which is 1,900 meters above the sea level. We have the desert, and I always say when it rains in Dubai or it rains in Ras Al Khaimah, the desert becomes green. And as well, we have the 43 kilometers of the coastline. So the win-win, this is what we call it, how Wynn played towards our favor. Today, Wynn is 1,500 hotel keys expected to be completed by Q1 2027. It will have a MICE area. It will have a 24 fine dining lounges and restaurants. It will have a gaming area as well as, and we have already the license. It has been obtained and regulation have issued the license. And as well, we have the entertainment area of 600 seats. We have as well the spa and around 40 luxury brands, Chopard, LV, and so forth. For ladies, please join us. And these are some renders about how it will be. It's the first time Wynn will have a beach and will have a marina as well. So I always wondering what is Wynn going to add to us, and that is actually the answer. So the least number of visitors have visited any of Wynn resorts was 8 million, which is a big number to us. And based on this, we started to do our own studies and to understand what is the formula. And we have done some, researches on what is the impact of Marina Bay Sands when it reached or completed or opened in Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. And in 2010, if we have noticed, there was a rise, or 2009, the first Marina Bay Sands to open, it was a rise of 20% in the visitor arrivals, followed by 13% and then 10% to stabilize afterwards. It's not even in Singapore. We have seen the same in Macau. In 2003, when we have Macau Sands, when it started, we have a 40% rise. And again in 2006, when you have Wynn Macau, there is another rise. And again in 2009, Macau, this Encore, and Galaxy, you have the same attraction to stabilize afterwards. And as well, the original Las Vegas, what is the impact of having MGM, or we have Bellagio, or we have the Wynn Vegas, the latest when it opened in 2005. So based on these figures, we were able to understand what do we have to plan for, what do we need to address to the market, and to as well to understand what do we have to plan for the number of visitors that we're expecting. So based on the couriers, they have gave us some of the studies, and we expect by the opening 2027 a 3.8 million to start with, to be as well grown till 5.5 in the next 3-4 years, which we have an average of 4.5 million. This is a big number for us, gentlemen. And we cannot, as the government of Ras Al Khaimah, to build it on our own. We need to rely on the private sector. So to have a triple number of the existing hotel keys, or the residential, or the attractions, we need to understand that this is something that needs to start quick. And this is where we have actually worked hard on this. And with the existing and the plan that we had from 27 till 2030, we are at shortage at all time of 7,000 hotel keys. So if any of the developers or the investors say, like, I want to go and develop a 1,500 keys hotel, I was like, it's not enough. We still need more. EY as well have done some of the studies to understand the CAGR growth. It is, without Wynn, we are expected to reach the visitors to be reaching double of the 3 million, while with Wynn, we are actually reaching 4.1 to 4.5, which is in the same, what Colliers' study have as well indicated. The population is growing, so we need more of residential, staff accommodation, schools, and this is actually a growing snowball, as we say. That was what the current pipeline that we need to address, 2,500 residential units. By 2030, we need to build 45,000 residential units. And 45,000 residential units is a very small number when we're talking about addressing a market. Dubai today is, I think, delivering 130,000 units a year. So in the 3-4 years, 45,000 units is not a number. The hospitality is the key. We need to address as well 6,000 hotel keys, which is to confirm what we have, the studies done by Colliers, as well as staff accommodation, as well as office space and shopping experience. The more to talk about Al Marjan Island, which is the leading destination today, and what we have achieved. It's, by the way, Al Marjan Island is a freehold man-made island, completed 100%, infrastructure completed. Most of the projects are under construction. It is gone fully after the announcements of Wynn. Today, we have around 3,000 hotel keys and 3,000 residential units only. And by the time of the completion, we are expecting to have around 12,000 planned residential units and 15,000 hotel keys. This number may grow a little bit further. But what are the projects over there that we have announced? Majority, I will just to make it easy, it's more of branded residence, if we're talking about the residential, while on the hospitality, which is our focus today, is we're talking about the hospitality, Hilton, Accor, Marriott, all of the strong and top brands are always lined up on the Island 2 and the Island 4, while Island 3 here, which is the Wynn Island or Wynn Resort, most of the peninsula, which we start from this side, is owned by a listed company from Abu Dhabi. It's called Al Dar. On the Island 2 as well, we have some of the very well-known brands that coming from Ibiza, like Ushuaia. We have as well JW Marriott. We have some branded residents as well as Nobo, and Hilton as well we have over there. And some other projects that for other listed companies, we have 7 listed companies listed in ADX Abu Dhabi or Dubai, and as well as the international Asdar Global and Wynn. So that is an interesting data to understand that the amount of due diligence that has been made on the destination is fair enough to attract 7 listed companies at the same time. So after we have done Al Marjan Island, we understood that we need to grow further. It's not only there, and that is actually the future of Ras Al Khaimah, ladies and gentlemen. So we are talking about in the desert, we will have probably a golf community, residential and attractions with museums. We have actually hired one of the top master and urban planners in the world, Gensler from US, to give us this master plan. So from planning and infrastructure, we know the game. We know that we need to do a very attractive and a very decent community to attract the investment and attract the population to grow as well. So this is more of the first project that we are going to launch very soon, which will have all the ultra luxury hospitality on the front side, and we will be announcing in the next few months, maybe 2 or 3 ultra luxury, one of the very well known and popular names in the world, as well as some attractions and residential components on the master plan. This is some renders of how it will look like, with kind of community, human scale, attractive, accessible to a public beach, with museums and many of convention center, expo area, and so forth. So that is how we plan the community. So today, these are the hotels that we have outside of Marjan Island. And that's it. So today, just to conclude, Ras Al Khaimah is considered as one of the attractive destinations for everyone to be part of the journey. It's growing. It's still at the initial stage. The story hasn't started yet. 2027 Q1, when we have Wynn completed, which we are today, almost 60% completed. We are on floor 63 out of 71. The glass facade is almost closed. We are 80 weeks away from opening. So by the opening, we are expecting lots of talk from all over the world and lots of attractions. And this is a $4.5 billion of investment that we are in a joint venture as the government of Ras Al Khaimah with the listed company Wynn from NASDAQ. So having this figure spent on this destination says something. Come be part of it. This is what we exactly meant by it. So you can have your own real estate, own hospitality, own even service. It is open for all the kind of attractions to be part of this. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in Ras Al Khaimah very soon. Thank you so much.